Oh my gosh, hey, we are live from the Brojo for an episode of Damn Game Boys.
Yay!
Woo! Tonight we have the trio, our
We're no longer a quintet for this episode.
yeah, we're not a quintet
for this episode.
What's the term for a four-person team?
Quartet.
Quartet?
Yeah.
Quartet. We are a trio. We're a trinity.
We are Run DMC.
Yep. I'm Kian, not Keith, and I'm here today with...
Just disapproving. I don't want to be on here. No, I'm Eli.
I'm Zach.
Alright, so, what have you guys been... Well, Zach,
actually, I played something else.
Oh shit, Zach's been playing video games.
I know. Well, you're gonna hate what I've been playing, actually.
Sword Art Online?
No.
No, what have you
I
been
don't
playing?
own any of that.
What have you guys been playing?
You're
lately?
probably-
Zach, what
I
have you
actually
been
went back and played Call of Duty Black Ops 1.
That's not...
I don't know why, I just
Bad.
felt the urge to just play it.
Did you play the multiplayer?
No, I played the story
Okay.
over again.
That's kind of. I was like, I bet people still play it if the servers are up.
No, I
They
went and played
hack
the story
constantly,
again.
I guarantee it.
Yeah. No, I mean, like, that's interesting. Why'd you just go back? You just...
I don't know, it was nostalgia, I guess. I was just feeling it for some reason.
Some call it nostalgia, others call it PTSD.
I mean, you are in Nam a couple of times, so...
You're in Nam the entire time.
Not really. You're in Cuba, then you're in Russia, then you go to Nam, then you're
Okay,
all
all that happened around the same time.
I know.
Oh my god, that came out 8 years ago.
He did.
Holy
I was in-
shit.
I think I was in middle school.
And then,
Modern
because it
Warfare
was-
3 came out.
And then because it was so cheap, and I finally broke, I bought Mafia 3.
Oh, how'd you like that?
I actually haven't started playing it yet.
Sorry, no, I'm just, like, thinking about how, like, you were just like... Well, Eli was like, Modern Warfare 3 came out when I was in middle school.
It
I'm
came
like,
out when I was in 8th grade.
holy shit, I was in college.
I don't know. I just thought it was cool to go back and play something that wasn't futuristic.
You mean Call of Duty
But
War?
Yeah,
World
Call of Duty.
at War is
I don't have
World War
World at
II
War.
is out.
Yeah.
Not World at War.
I don't have World
And
War
World at
II.
War would be on Xbox 360.
Like, I only own Modern Warfare 2
Yeah.
and Black Ops 1, so...
Black Ops.
Oh yeah, that's right. Fuck, dude, I don't know.
Dumbass.
Other than that, the only other
consoles like fucking combined, like games combined together. Like once like I said, I want a Bad Company 3, motherfuckers.
The only other shooting game I own is 50 Cent Blood on the Sand. Everything else is either wrestling or I have GTA San Andreas Remastered and GTA 5.
So what you do is you get yourself a Steam account, and then here around Easter, things will probably go on a crazy sale.
And just go nuts.
And you buy a bunch of classic shooters for like $1 each. That's what I'm gonna do. I'll buy Battlefront 2.
You mean the PlayStation 2
Yeah,
version?
the 2005 one.
Yeah, there you go. That's the
Can I
best
use
one.
my Xbox controller on that, or is that one of the games where I can't?
I imagine you can hook it into your computer. I don't fucking know.
I'm assuming so because that's how I use Brawlhalla as my Xbox controller when I play.
That's
You can.
That'd probably be easier for me, to be honest. But yeah, no, I have no idea since it's older. But
Yeah, I didn't know if it would port differently, but then again, Battlefront 2 was on Xbox.
Yeah, regular Xbox.
Yeah, it was on regular Xbox.
I don't know. I played it on the PS2.
So there's a strong possibility. Yeah, so what about you, Eli? What have you been playing?
Have I been playing?
So many that I
Well,
can't
no,
remember.
it's been a long week. I've mostly been working. Like I switched with Zach. I decided to work this week.
I mean, technically, I've still been working all week. It's just late at night. I'm just like, you know what? I just want to play Call of Duty Black Ops 1 for nostalgia purposes.
I've been playing Fortnite. I've been playing through Age of Empires 2 still. Just having fun with that. Been playing Heroes of the Storm.
Who do you main on that?
You don't really main anyone on Heroes of the Storm. It's not a traditional MOBA.
Just randomly pick one.
Pretty much everybody in that game is good to some extent. Like, not crazy overpowered, but they're all like, if you build them this way, you're gonna rape everybody. Some more than others. So right now I'm playing Ragnaros. Because I enjoy Ragnaros. It's just all he talks about is burning everything.
Right.
It really fits my character.
That's good. Is that the dragon guy?
No.
No?
Ragnaros is literally just made of lava.
Oh, okay.
He's a servant of the old gods, if that means anything to you.
Yeah, is it World of Warcraft?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
I know nothing about
This
World of
most
Warcraft.
certainly does. 7 hours of my life gone. But yeah,
More than
What?
that.
a lot of my life has been gone from World of Warcraft.
Oh.
A lot of it. So I've been playing the SNES Classic. Taking that for a
Great choice.
good old spin.
And what games have you been
I
playing
beat
on this?
Secret of Mana.
Nice.
Didn't take me that long. It was
Really?
weird. Not really.
I actually haven't even played that one yet.
And
I've just been
then
focusing on Super Mario World.
I was playing Star Fox, and kind of makes me want to port for the N64.
1 or 2?
1. You unlock 2. You beat one level of Star Fox 1, and you get 2.
Just one level.
Mhm. Or you can be a douche and just hack your ROM and just
I don't know how to do that,
do it
so
that way.
I'm not going
Might
to.
make you a douche.
I don't know, because like if I were to hack the SNES, and I'm not saying I would, I'd probably add like Pokemon games on it instead, because that's what I would play more of,
Yeah.
presumably. But like I would choose a specific game, like I would probably get Pokemon Emerald, because I played the shit out of that game. That and Fire Red. Also, I took out my old PlayStation at my parents' house and played Digimon Rumble Arena.
Is that PlayStation
God,
1?
That's a fighting game I'd play even.
That is a fun. It's a good. It's essentially a Smash game.
Yeah.
More than a
I mean, but it's only 2 people.
It is only
that I
2 people.
remember.
Rumble Arena 2 on PlayStation 2 is a Smash-esque game. That has 4 players.
I never played that one. I know you can be the champion levels in that one,
Yes.
but not the ultra or ultimate.
Actually, you can. You
I
can
don't know.
go
I've never played it, I
Rookie,
guess.
Champion, Ultimate, Mega.
I thought you skipped ultimate.
Depending on what your character is. Because, like, that game was weird. Because, like, they took fucking Vmon, who Vmon's
Yeah,
weird.
he could go into like fucking 30 different things.
Yeah, he went to Flame Dramon, then Pyel Dramon, then Imperial Dramon. I'm like, alright. Flame Dramon is not the usual.
V-Dramon.
Yeah.
You could change into a snake bastard that I don't remember the name of. He's like a serpent.
Yeah. So, like, there was a variety of those. And then they brought Digimon Frontiers. That's the one where we showed you that, like, the girl is, like, hypersexualized. The higher the Digimon level she was. Yeah, that was a thing.
Well, anyway, I don't know how much that game costs, but he does have a PlayStation 2.
I do. I have 2 PlayStations 2.
Do you actually really have?
Well, technically one's my brother's.
I mean, like, but do you know the whereabouts of them?
Yeah, they're both upstairs. Mine's plugged in, my brother's is just sitting to the side.
You should totally just, like, not. I wouldn't say steal it.
He doesn't want it anymore. He doesn't even play video games.
Oh shit! Snag it.
He probably doesn't even remember he even owns a PlayStation.
Homeboy, snag it.
He owns both a PlayStation 2 and a PlayStation 3.
Well, I don't.
And he probably doesn't even remember that he has both of them.
I don't need the 3. Actually, I might.
Screw you. I'm gonna take the 3 for myself.
Okay, give me. Well, I was like, I don't need the 3 because I can still play. Like when I was like, I don't need the 3 because I realized I can still fucking play PlayStation 1 games on the 2.
Yeah, I don't need the PlayStation 3 because I have an Xbox One, bitch. I got backwards compatibility on that motherfucker.
For certain
Boo.
games.
Most games.
Certain games.
Most games. Most games that the companies aren't like, oh, you know, I think we'll just re-release it.
Yeah. You want a backwards compatible Halo? I don't think so.
Halo.
I kind of want to get the LA Noir remastered, only because I haven't played the original on Xbox 360.
Yeah, Skyrim. Can't do that.
The what?
LA Noir, is that how you pronounce
Yeah,
it?
I mean, it's a good game.
Well, I never owned the
Yeah.
360 version, so I kind of just want to see. what
Presumably,
it
I
is.
never really liked the facial recognition technology they used in it.
Skyrim?
No.
Oh. It's like, what are we talking?
In LA Noire. It was a little
I don't give a
wonky.
shit.
Where like you like look and like you can like apparently Rockstar was like, if you see him twitch, he's lying. I'm like, this doesn't correlate really well.
Maybe some people just really Twitch.
I'm just happy they tried something different.
Right.
Because they were pretty much just like, yeah, we do GTA, and we did Red Dead once.
Now they're doing it
I did
twice.
it like 3 times actually.
Oh, there was Revolver, but
Yeah.
no one remembers.
Do you count
that game,
Undead
really.
Nightmare?
Red Dead Revolver had the fucking.
No.
Same game, fuck
Yeah.
you.
Okay, I didn't know if it was just like a.
It was
It's
a really.
not. It's a
it was
separate disc.
So
I mean, I know it
discs every
technically
day?
takes place at the
fucking
same time.
DLCs were always separate discs.
I knew it took place at like the same time.
Dragon Age Origins had fucking DLCs that were a separate disc.
Wait, what
Yeah,
were
really?
the other Red Deads?
Yeah,
that
it was
they've done?
like Adamantine Fortress or something.
Oh,
It
Red
put
Dead
you in a different
Revolver,
world.
and then there was like Red Dead. There was another Red Dead before, after Revolver.
Revenge or something
Yeah,
stupid.
Red Dead Revenge. Because Red Dead.
I don't know if that's. I don't think that's right.
No, it's something like that. But Red Dead Revolver had a arena mode that was fucking fun.
No, I never played Revolver.
And
Instead, I played Gun. The poor man's Red Dead.
I forgot that was a fucking game.
Great value video games.
Holy shit, that's right.
Yeah,
That
Gun.
game was fucking dumb.
I mean, it was okay. It wasn't terrible. If you hadn't played Red Dead, it was good.
Yeah, you're right.
Which I had never played Red Dead.
Right. And then we'll just, honestly, I think the best part of PS2 is that it had Devil May Cry 3, which was one of my favorite games on
Best
PS2.
part of PS2. Get the fuck out of here with that. Devil May Cry 3.
What was the best part of PS2?
Trash pick. I don't know off the top of my head, but I know it's not Devil May Cry 3.
A lot of Capcom games are on that hot list, though. Beautiful Joe. Fucking love
No
Beautiful
idea
Joe.
what that is.
Me either.
What?
You know what? Actually, the top point for me was probably just the Ratchet and Clank games. All of them.
Jack
They
and Daxter?
were Ratchet and Clank.
Do you don't like Jack and Daxter?
No, I don't. Like
Did you not like Sly Cooper?
I did like Sly Cooper.
Okay.
I was one of the few people that liked Sly Cooper.
What Sly Cooper was lit as fuck. I loved it.
I'm surprised not a lot of people like that, actually.
Yeah,
I
you didn't- but
don't-
why did you?
That's
Go,
just-
going back. Why didn't you like Jack and Daxter?
What? Because I played Ratchet and Clank and I was like, oh, this is just rip-off, stupid, worse Ratchet and Clank.
What? No way. Jack and Daxter.
I think
was
they,
lit
I
AF.
think they came first too. So like when I say rip-off, I think that's technically.
They came out the same fucking year.
Which one was released first, though?
Jack and Daxter came out before Ratchet and Clank.
Exactly. See, the point is, I played Ratchet and Clank, and Up Your Arsenal was one of my favorite fucking
Because
games.
it set up your arsenal.
No, not really.
Okay.
I didn't get that joke for a while. Just fucking, I was like goddamn 10 when that came
Yeah,
out. I think I was a little older than that. It might have been 12.
you were younger.
I actually bought way more of a diversity of games for my PS2 than I have for my Xbox 360 and Xbox
Oh,
One.
yeah, absolutely. I agree with you.
Yeah.
That's because there were a lot more games, though. There were, like, games from people that weren't triple A's.
Yeah,
Right.
like Champions of Norath. That game was lit as fuck to me. PS2 game.
Well, I know, but, like, I'm trying to remember if that was really, like, triple A or not. I don't
It was
know
not.
who made it.
People who made EverQuest.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Because it's in the EverQuest world.
It is in the EverQuest world. Gauntlet 7 Sorrows was another game I just would continuously play.
I'd probably play it. I've only played one Gauntlet, and I don't think it was just called Gauntlet. So I don't know what it
Pretty
was.
positive
It
you
was a
played
PS1.
Seven
No, it was a
Sorrows.
PS1 game.
Okay. And then there was...
Death would pop out of barrels and bitch slap you.
Yeah, that was the original Gauntlet game, because then you
Oh,
chose like
okay.
the different factions.
That
There was,
sounds
like, a red-
dope.
You could be like one of like fucking 6 characters, and they
Yeah.
were just like, "Do you want to be this weird elf with a weird hit noise?"
Do you want to be the jester that throws bombs?
And then you'd be like, "Oh, break open the barrel," and Death would pop out and chase you around. It's like, God damn it!
And then there was...
Why
There was
do
a
I even try?
PlayStation 1 and 2 had a lot of fun games, though.
Right.
That, like, really were just exciting games, like Kingdom Hearts.
Never played that.
That's fun. Fuck you.
Like Kingdom Hearts.
I've never
piece of
played
shit.
it, so I've never even looked at gameplay videos of it.
It's convoluted.
I've unfortunately seen gameplay because everyone on the internet's like, it's the goddamn best thing under the sun.
Besides sliced bread.
They're gonna make the third one someday.
15 years later.
It's like every gaming website and
Actually,
YouTube gamer is like, Kingdom Hearts is coming, guys. Just you wait. I'm like, it's not.
Actually, I take it back. I have seen a couple, but that was only because I watched G4's top 100 video games of all time, and Kingdom Hearts was on there.
Going back to a previous discussion, though, 2005 Battlefront 2. Played the shit out of that on the PlayStation 2.
I'm surprised
I didn't even have online.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'd play the shit out of it. Just
I just played the heroes and villains.
Yeah.
Occasionally played with my brother.
I love the heroes and villains. I massacre the shit out of people with Darth Maul.
God, it was so fun.
Yeah.
And then you look at Battlefront 2
Right now,
and you're just like,
no thanks. I'll just stick
oh,
with
how the
this
mighty
one.
have fallen.
It's not the same company.
Yeah, I know, but it's just kind of like, yeah, it's Pandemic, wasn't it? Yeah. Because they also did Lord of the Rings Conquest.
Yeah.
Which was another lit game.
Never played it.
Ooh, there was a lot of Lord of the Rings games, actually.
In the PS2, yeah.
I just don't know if they were on other stuff. They probably were.
They were. I had mine on PC.
What was I thinking of? The Third Age. Lord of the Rings, The Third Age. It's turn-based. Great time.
No, I guess. I bet. But the first, one of the first PlayStation 2 games I owned was Monster Hunters, actually. Monster Hunters 2 came out when I was 12.
War of the Monsters. Great game.
Also a good game.
SmackDown vs. Raw.
Also a good game.
Actually,
But,
that was SmackDown. Here Comes the Pain.
Actually, I played a surprising amount of wrestling games because that's what my cousin was into. But we just played the same one over and over. I think it was like 2008.
Oh,
Maybe.
probably.
Oh, that one was the one that had all the different fighting styles. Like,
I don't know what was going on. He
submission
just
artists.
always kicked my ass. Then we'd go to a different game and I'd kick his ass.
stay in your element is the moral of the story.
Pretty much.
But I am really excited because, like, as the more I play Monster Hunter, the more I'm like, oh my gosh, I love Devil May Cry, and they have a Devil May Cry DLC pack.
Trying to
Is this
segue
segue?
that,
Yeah.
and then I just shut you down.
Yeah.
It's just like, no, that was trash.
Yeah. Like, no, but really, the Devil May Cry DLC pack looks dumb but interesting.
Well, like you said, it makes more sense than Ryu.
It does make more sense than Ryu.
Ryu. I don't know.
It's Ryu.
Nah,
Dante has a huge sword, so that I think that's what makes total sense. What I think the
it
other
also fits just that, like, he looks anime.
yeah, but like the other thing that really gets me about this and what I personally like and enjoy about this movie, show, game,
What?
this game.
What?
Shut the fuck up, Eli.
God damn.
What?
Was that a
every
segue?
media under the world.
Don't look at me like that. Is that like it opens up the idea that they could be using multiple other Capcom things for DLCs? Like, I'd love to see an Arthur's armor.
I was just about to be like, if they put Sir Arthur in there,
Yeah.
I'd blaze him.
Or like,
Just 2 feet
as long
tall.
as we don't have Bionic Commando.
I don't know what that is.
Like Nathan, I can't remember his fucking name. Nathan Spencer. He has this robot hand who's his wife.
What?
Ah, dude, it's
Nope.
weird.
Nope, never heard of that one. That
It's
one's new to me.
It's Capcom game. His like, it's weird.
Never heard of that
Weird.
either. You're not alone, Eli.
Oh, you're fine. No, we'll talk about that off mic.
That sounds haunting.
Yeah. Then we go into Dragon Ball Fighter Z, and Broly.
Actually, it's just Dragon Ball Fighters, man. Come on.
No,
Let it go,
no,
man.
I'm not letting. Okay.
So you just gotta compromise. It's Dragon Ball Fighters.
Yeah.
No.
This
I
is
know
big
I've
enough
gone
for
on
you
to
to
this.
Fighters. It takes up like 4 fucking letters.
Yeah. I know we've gone on to this like 3 times now, but don't style it. That's Bandai Namco's fault for stylistically choosing to make the Z bigger than everything else.
I mean, we're just making fun of you. I don't really give a fuck.
No, I'm
Yeah,
just
same.
no. In general, if you look at that though,
This is gonna be
Bandai Namco was like big Z, small letters for everything else. That's a stylistic choice. So fuck you, Bandai Namco.
Yeah, no, I don't care. And I'd say I don't care about Brawly being added. Brawly's probably one of my favorite characters from Dragon Ball Z, just because he's just fucking insane, and I love the story of how he's insane.
The Goku would not shut the fuck up
Yeah.
crying, and
Yeah,
it just made him go crazy.
they were babies. It's just like, what? How the fuck?
And then he
They just
unlocks
harbored this fucking hatred.
hatred for Goku. And then he unlocks his true potential just seeing Goku again. I'm like, that does not make sense at all.
Yeah. Fucking great.
Like, his movesets look very like, I don't know. As a person who likes fighting games, his movesets are power based, so I'm pretty pumped.
Probably he's
built like a fucking boulder.
10 feet tall.
So I would hope. I would think so. I mean,
Ooh, I have an idea for a fight though when we write.
you better write it down then so you don't lose it.
I will, but like it makes me excited. I'm like a lot of these. Okay, so the next couple of trailers are fighting game character reveals, because the next one is Noctis is revealed in Tekken 7, and you get to get his ultimate Weeaboo costume.
I don't care about this one.
This is the one that was weird to me. I was like, why put like when Bandai Namco was like, in Tekken, we're gonna put Geese Howard from King of Fighters. I'm like, that's understandable. He's a martial artist. Noctis Luminaire Callum from Final Fantasy VII. I'm like, that makes no sense. He uses swords and shit. He should be in Soul Calibur.
He's the OP character.
No, he's not really. Like, the way his movesets work doesn't seem very OP.
In a fist fighting tournament, though.
Yeah. Yeah, in a real fist fighting tournament, Noctis would win.
Just
So
pulls out a
He has
sword.
weapons.
Yeah. And so would fucking Kuma.
Isn't that
'cause he's
illegal?
a
Nah,
goddamn
well,
bear.
That doesn't mean shit.
Okay.
Some of the people in that game are just bigger than him. Fucking kidding me?
Yeah, if they're fucking cyborgs or demons.
Yeah. And you're saying the
I
bear
mean-
would win?
I mean, if you let a cyborg and a demon in, then
Fucking
what's
demons.
the harm in just letting swords be
Yeah,
used?
like a guy who uses a sword.
You have a fucking
there's a
demon,
bear in
and
this
we're all
tournament.
just gonna complain about, oh, that dude has
Well,
swords.
he
Alright.
can't fight with his bare hands.
You're right.
And you won't
Fine.
get Noctis a
Here's
sword.
something you will like. Geralt is joining Soul Calibur 6.
I don't care for fighting games, but if you ever play Soul Calibur, I'm only gonna play Geralt.
Really?
Yeah. I
Why?
don't fucking know anybody in Soul Calibur.
But why?
Really, why Geralt? Because I like Geralt of Rivia.
Like, okay, so what is the movesets, like, from what you see, like, what you saw, like, what are the movesets that he, like...
I mean, it was mostly cinematic, so I don't really have a good idea.
No, that was the Unreal Engine use of the fighting game.
Well, no, but even in the fight, though, it was, like... I don't know, because, like, in the Witcher games, you do a bunch of, like... Not flips, but you do spins and shit, which in real sword fighting you'd never do. You'd get stabbed in the back. But it kind of adds up, because he's supposed to be faster than a human. Like, he's supposed to be just unreal fast, and he's fighting monsters, so you might need the extra momentum to actually be able to fucking strike them. I don't know. So, I mean, it works.
Do you think it worked? Do you think him being in here makes sense?
I don't.
You guys still talking about the girl?
As much as, like, I mean, they put a lot of weird fucking characters in different games. It's like, oh, we have the Arbiter in Killer Instinct. Wasn't he
Oh
in Killer-
shit, no.
I'm pretty sure he was.
No, Zitz from Battletoads was.
No, you fucking look it up. I'm pretty sure the Arbiter was in Killer Instinct.
Alright, hold on.
Intermission.
Because it was an ad on my Xbox forever, and I was like, oh, the Arbiter, look at this. And I'd look at it, and it was like, yeah, he's in Killer Instinct. And I was like, oh, well, I don't give a shit. And I did that literally like fucking 10 different times, because they changed how the ad looked. And I was like, oh, the Arbiter. And I'd click on it, and it was like, ah, nope, I don't care. It was around the time when Halo Wars 2 was coming out with a DLC, and so I was like, oh man, maybe he's in the next one. Oh, nope, this is Killer Instinct.
Oh, yep, you're right. He was in Killer Instinct.
Yeah, and then I know Yoda was in one of them.
Yoda was in Soul Calibur 4.
That
Yeah.
one's dumb. So, I mean, he makes...
Why was that? Yeah, that
He's a
makes...
fucking Force user. Like, Geralt makes as much sense as any of them. I think
Kratos was also
Was Darth
Mortal-
Vader in one, too?
Kratos was in Mortal Kombat. I think that was like a weird one.
he was also in the PlayStation Smash ripoff. I don't remember what it's called. All Stars.
All Stars, yeah.
That was weird.
That was weird.
But no, I think the way they made him use his signs that was cool.
That's cool. You see, that's what I mean. Like you as the Witcher game player and me as the Power of Soul Calibur player. Like, I was like, oh, cool. This new fighter seems like he's gonna be an in-fighter and use much. Like, I feel like he might be more of a technical fighter that he uses. Like, it looks like he does a lot more parries and stuns for me.
Probably.
That like, his is probably like his fighting style is gonna be like more like to stun you than to do a barrage of combos. From what I'm seeing, and I'm pretty excited.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Because I don't know how balanced Soul Calibur, like how he would be in there. So I'm sure they worked it out. It's fine.
Sometimes they don't. Like, Exio was the worst fucking character in Soul Calibur 5.
Let's see. Worst is in like terrible or?
Both. I mean, he didn't do much. He was just the guest character, and they didn't have a story mode that, like, let him have a story about why he was in Soul Calibur. They're like, oh, Ezio's here!
Yeah.
For no fucking reason.
I believe that.
But, then we go into Sega Genesis Classic. It has Altered Beast, Golden Axe, fucking Sonic.
Golden Axe, that's what it's called.
I'm not excited for, like, I could give a shit less about Sonic. I really like Altered Beast.
Because you have Sonic Mania.
I do have Sonic Mania. And I can also download Sonic on my phone.
Yeah.
It'd probably be broken, though.
No.
That one, not really.
The mobile ports for Sonic are from the Sega, so, like, they're...
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's easier to do than, like, Fortnite or Ark.
Yeah. And it's fun. Like, I mean, I might get it. It has, like, Streets of Rage and shit like that, too. The beat-em-up game I enjoy. Like, it has things that I find interesting. But, like, we'll go into the questions that, like, because Gil has a very reasonable question once we reach it, that, like, I would like to talk about. That's super interesting.
About the Genesis? Or?
No, about 8-bit games.
Oh, okay, because I was going to be like, I don't know shit about the Genesis. I forgot it existed.
Arc Mobile, Eli! Aren't you excited to play Arc on your phone?
No, it'll be broken. Also, they're going to make me re-buy it for another, like, fucking $40 or whatever they're selling it for. I forget what the full price. It might just be a $60 game now.
It is a $60 game.
That's horse shit. It's not a $60 game.
It's a $60 game, yeah.
No.
It's so broken. According to Eli, I don't know.
Planet Alpha?
It seems weird to me.
Yeah.
It doesn't fit the mobile style of game.
No, it does not.
It's not like a quick, like, oh yeah, I'll just get on and do some stuff for maybe like an hour tops. It's like, this is your evening. You're going to start playing Ark at like 4, and then it's going to be like midnight, and you're like, oh, I should probably stop, but, you know, I need to work tomorrow, but I'm right in the middle of this thing. I'll just finish this, and then you're up for another like 8 hours.
I don't know. I'm not a big fan of
Yeah, I think it's bad. I think just be greedy.
Never played it.
I just personally...
Greedy bastards.
Well, they have PixARK coming out for the goddamn Xbox.
Okay, that's a little different, but it's still, like, greedy. But, like, I don't know. That's almost... Honestly, if you, like, showed me Ark and then PixARK, I might choose PixARK over it.
Yeah.
Because I fucking despise the building in Ark. So, yeah. At the same time, I feel like there's probably just an Ark mod for Minecraft that would do PixARK better.
Right.
But there you have it.
Planet Alpha looks very interesting, though. Like, it's a...
It looks pretty.
Yeah. It's a straightforward
That's
platformer.
kind of what they just showed us.
I
Hey, look, it's this world. It looks pretty.
I don't like platformers, so
Little Witch Academia.
just moving on.
Yeah, no, we
Kane's
said
not
we were
even
going to skip
defend it at
that.
all.
We said we were going to skip that.
I'm gonna defend it. Like, it looks pretty. Like, just because the game looks pretty doesn't mean it would be good.
All it showed
It's like
us
No
was...
Man's Sky, but 2D.
And I don't like No Man's Sky.
Yeah, well, No Man's Sky looked good, though.
Yeah, No Man's Sky, like, Max really likes No Man's Sky and defends, like, its exploration.
I can get that.
It's stupid.
I can get why people would defend it, but at the same time, it's still, like, disappointing. Even if I don't blame them, it's still disappointing. because there was so much talked about, and it's just kind of a
All right,
down, which is not what you expect.
I know John was like, it was the company that was giving Hello Games the money that they have to say that. At the same time, as a developer, you do have the ability to keep your own integrity and be like, that's not really in there.
I mean, they are a smaller company. Oh, God. So they don't have as much flex. Like, I can get why that might even happen, but at the same time, you're right. It's like, they could have said it.
But they went on, like, the thing about it, they were just like, if they didn't go on national television, if they were just, like, saying it in, like, an interview in, like, a fucking gaming magazine, fine. Like, that means the only gaming community would know that. No, he went on to Stephen Colbert, played a demo, and was like, see, look at all this cool stuff you can do. And this is what we're going to do in it next. And I'm like, you can't fucking do that.
Yeah, that's
and
kind
then
of scummy.
And then the biggest slap in the face is, hey, here's multiplayer, the Fable 2 bubble. I'm like, alright, fuck you. I refuse. This game is dumb now.
Yeah.
Plus the amount of, like, and it's literally a lot of the planets are all the same, like, it's just a different temperature.
Yeah.
So, like, that's what got me about No Man's Sky.
But, I don't know.
So Hearthstone has a new expansion pack coming
Is
out.
what it is.
It's about werewolves.
Oh, did we actually skip over the...
It's about werewolves, yeah.
Hansel and Gretel.
Well, Little Witch Academia is basically, it's an adventure RPG game that you choose 2 other characters to come with you, and they have their own special skills, and you have your own as well. That's basically it. It's a beat-em-up side-scroller.
Alright.
You said... Okay. I don't care. I'm just gonna let it slide. I don't want to talk about this game.
But Hearthstone Witchwood, the
don't
only
wanna
reason I
talk
brought this
about
up
this
is because
game.
someone's like, what do you guys think about the new expansion for Hearthstone?
So, let me be clear that I played Hearthstone for 2 years pretty consistently because I played it while I was in high school, and I would play it while I was, like, in high school.
Actually, in the building.
Because I could play it on my phone. And I played it with all my friends. Now, I was never particularly competitive because, frankly, I'm not that good at card games.
And that seems weird to
Why?
me. I don't know. Competitive card games is a weird thing to me.
Oh, yeah, okay. I thought you were saying that me not being
No.
good at card games is weird to you.
I
I was
don't
like,
give a fuck.
Yeah, I was
They're
like,
that
what
does
evidence have
not,
I- like,
that does not.
I'm good at regular cards because I'm good at cheating.
The fuck give whether or not you are good at something.
I don't know, I just thought that's what you meant. Anyway. But like I played a lot of Hearthstone is my point here. But they're doing some scummy business practices.
Blizzard?
Well, okay, Blizzard as a whole, but specifically it's just like, yeah, we're gonna release only adventures. Not new like card packs, just only adventures for a year. It's like, fuck you, I don't wanna pay for that. You can pay for it with in-game currency, but you have to farm the shit out of it. Like, it's...
So you have to pay for this wolf thingy?
I am assuming because it's had a pre-purchase now button. So I'm assuming that yes, you did have to.
Oh,
was
solid
great.
Blizzard. Good job.
I don't know. I haven't played Hearthstone in like a year. Point is that like Hearthstone's fun, but God, I just hate Blizzard so much these days.
Is that why you play Gwen?
I don't really play Gwent all that
really?
much. Yeah, like I do, but not like a fuckload.
Do you guys like the Pokemon Go?
No.
I mean, yeah. If I knew other people that played it, I'd still play. I can play anything as long as I'm playing it with like a group of people, because then there's competition for me, and that's really what I look for.
Piece of shit.
No, that
What?
was good.
That's absolutely true.
Well, guys, fun news. The Walking Dead Our World is coming out.
No, we can skip this.
It's Zombie Pokemon Go.
Yeah, we can skip this.
I really like. He jumps the counter and then like pulls the pin and loads the gun and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, they're gonna use that in the next White House video. Like, that's just, ugh.
And then they were just buying bottles of water at the end of the trailer.
Yeah, bottles of water you can't even buy anyway. It's, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think this will be a saving grace for The Walking Dead? Or do you think it's going to crash?
I was about to ask because I don't really know. Is The Walking Dead even relevant that much anymore?
Apparently,
Yeah,
like, A lot of people still fucking tweet and snap about it.
Well,
I don't watch it,
Like,
but-
John talks about it, and he talks about how, like, this mid-season thing pissed everybody off. I don't know. I don't really care. Isn't this supposed to be their last season?
No.
No,
Oh.
We want it to be, but, like, it's not going
it
to
can
be.
go on forever if it wanted to.
That is correct. I mean, like, anything can go on forever. The Walking Dead itself just being its own universe, and the fact that their spin-off is super successful as well, means that The Walking Dead could be mined for years.
Oh, boy. I don't get why people are into it. The zombie thing never appealed to me particularly.
There was an idea to put The Walking Dead spin-off in the Midwest, specifically around the Iowa areas, because it's just a different feel than Georgia.
I guess they're not going to be fucking zombies here.
But I
That's
mean,
part of the reason it was like, oh no, zombie outbreak, I have to fight the population of Lynn Grove. It's like, eh.
well, that was
The
another-
great part is, all the people in Lynn Grove probably own guns too. We'll never run out.
You
Well,
just
the other-
barricade yourself in that
The other
place.
thing was they wanted to do, like, the essential goal was to do a place that was supposed to be, like, less populated. But then they chose California, and I'm like, alright, never mind. Fuck
Okay.
you
I
guys.
mean, if it's in Northern California, some of that's not as populated.
So, overnight and this morning, Canadian rapper Drake played Fortnite with a streamer
I
Ninja
heard all about this.
and helped what?
I heard all about
And helped
this.
smash Twitch's concurrent viewer record. Drake, playing on a PlayStation 4, joined forces with the hugely popular Fortnite Twitch streamer Tyler Ninja Blivens.
Do we know why he did this exactly?
I don't know.
Other than maybe he just likes Fortnite,
He was
really?
playing on PC, and after it was just to promote the cross-platforming.
Oh.
And after some technical issues, managed to play the Battle Royale portion of the Epic-developed game with the pair chatting about via Discord. Viewers piled in, as you'd expect, but the stream went stratospheric after Drake told his 36.8 million Twitter followers that he was up to what he was up to. The stream pushed from 600 concurrent to viewers marking 635 at one point. So they broke a record. Like,
Cool.
they broke a Twitch record.
Way
I
to go,
guess.
Drake and Ninja.
Fucking hate Twitch. For one, I'm not a fan of Drake. It also, I hate the fact that you see things like this and it's just like, yeah, fucking PewDiePie doesn't even have that much pull, and he was basically king of the internet for a long time. Like, not so much anymore after the Nazi stuff. He's kind of had a bit of a falling out, but no, you guys know who Ninja is, though, right?
No.
I do not know.
Ninja is right now, like, you remember Dr. Disrespect from a couple months ago?
Nope.
Yeah.
Okay, he is now
I don't
like
get
the
follow
new
Twitch.
Dr. Disrespect in, like, everyone watches him, and he plays really well on Fortnite, and so people, like, I don't
like
like
watching Twitch because I think it's stupid.
I also think it's dumb. I also just hate Twitch. But basically,
Sorry, Brady, before I get into this.
Are you looking at me?
No, I'm looking
It's not
at
like
the
I'm
mic.
gonna tell
I'm
him.
looking at the mic.
what?
Our friend Brady Twitches Pokemon stuff, but I personally think Twitch is stupid because you really can't save your videos. And I like to go over shit when I'm done with like these recordings. I like to go over and listen to them and edit shit out that I find that I deem either man that was super super offensive or man that was super super loud.
I think the former happens more
Do you
often
suppose
than
people
the loud
hear me
part.
intro and then just don't hear the rest of the time and just saying like purely racist stuff?
No, I like
We don't say racist
I
stuff
don't like
on
put like
Skype all the
beeps
time.
and shit. Like I just like if there's something that seems a little off.
You have to beep out so much because we're all talking over each other like all
Basically,
the time.
just be like, well, my beep.
If it was like a subservient over thing, but like
And then
with
It's
it's
Donald
just like
Trump.
It's just like that was the podcast.
but then with like Twitch,
Fucking J.K. Rowling.
And then we know.
Yeah.
like but with J.K. Rowling, like yeah, that's the thing I use. I take out wiener excerpts like a lot. To be honest with you. Like
Taking out all of John's
if y'all wonder,
censoring the shit out of it.
no, if y'all wonder that
Oh,
like
God.
the George R.R. Martin Game of Thrones theme, they sing the wiener song a lot. I have taken out at least a good
I don't fucking do that.
I just minute and a fucking half for the past goddamn 6 months. By the way,
I just want you to just start beeping shit out just so we can hear how long it lasts.
in general, I don't really edit things out, but there are some things that I'm like, ugh,
Anyway.
that's a little tough.
Anyway, so Ninja, really popular streamer right now. I kind of hate him because it's one of those things where like he's really good at the game and he does some crazy shit. From what I hear, I don't watch him, but basically it results in like everyone wants to be like they're like, oh, I saw Ninja do this, now I want to do this, and you get a bunch of tryhards that kind of ruin like Fortnite was a fun game. And now you get all these people from PUBG who are like, yeah, I just want to be the best ever. And, like, everyone's just like, I've got 120 wins. What do you have?
So
It's like, I've got a fucking life to go live. I don't have time for this. And that's saying something. I fucking play a lot of games. Like, a lot of my life goes
So what you're
towards
telling me,
it.
it's become a big dick competition?
Yeah, and it kind of just bums me out. And it's not his fault. I mean, he's just streaming it. He's really good at the game. Why wouldn't he? But, yeah.
It's the fan base that pisses
Also,
you
fuck
off.
Drake. Can't,
You say fuck Drake.
yeah. Shitty guy, speaking of my hatred of rich people.
Just cause.
Sings about growing up in the ghetto. He fucking grew up in like a middle class, like upper middle class family. Fuck him. There you go.
Oh man.
Alright, what's next?
Yeah, I think you're gonna have to give Keenan a minute.
I've got hatred to go all around.
Laura Croft's origin story is about to come to an end.
I think you're gonna have to give Keenan a minute here.
As Square Enix has just released the
Shut up, Xbox.
No, released the Shadow of the Tomb Raider as the climactic finale of Laura's origin, which will be available on September 14th, 2018.
Great.
I
Wonderful.
don't know why you're looking at me. I don't give a shit.
That's right, you've never played it.
I've played Temple of fucking
Osiris.
and that's it. Yeah.
In Sea of Thieves, your pirate can climb into a cannon.
We're just moving right on. No one wants to talk about.
Well, I don't. Okay.
I
said
can talk
cool.
about the movie if you want, but I don't really want to.
We're gonna do that during the tangent.
Okay.
Tangent.
Yeah. Well, because we don't have fictional Fight Club this week because
That's
John's
tangent.
doing Solaire,
Oh, okay.
and yeah, and so Sea of Thieves broke they broke a record in Tampa, Florida, while promoting Sea of Thieves, a Guinness Book of World Record of the farthest someone's been shot out of a cannon.
Okay, I was about to be like, I thought you meant like some sort of attendance record, and I was like, really? Sea of Thieves broke that? Like, goddamn.
No, they broke the fucking distance record.
How far?
230 feet out of cannon.
Goddamn.
That's a lot.
That's quite a bit,
That's
yeah.
very bit, yeah. So,
And that hurts like a motherfucker. I'm actually psyched for Sea of Thieves, by the way. Just throwing that out there.
I am too. So the Fallout 3 remake that they were trying to being remade in Fallout 4 as a mod has been put on an indefinite hold.
It's never coming out.
So wait, what now?
Due to legality issues, they can't finish the Fallout 3 in Fallout 4 mod.
Oh, okay. I don't really care, I guess. I'm not big on Fallout. It's just like, I'll buy it because it's very similar to the Elder Scrolls, but it's not the Elder Scrolls.
So PUBG just put in a new update that allows emotes.
Of course they did. And they're gonna fucking monetize this shit. They're gonna be like, oh, you can win emotes out of our fucking microtransactions.
The standard lot are go, hello, affirmative, thanks, clap, laugh, surrender, rage, you're done, negative, provoke, and come here.
Why can't a game ever put one in that's just like, fuck you, and then you just give them the finger? I'm not even joking. Like,
I'm actually surprised
would
that
make
isn't
it so
in
much
there.
more fun.
That surprised
Yeah.
me that it's not in
They
there.
would totally work in a game like that.
Right.
Or,
So, are you against, like, do you think that... You hate PUBG,
I mean, I'm really, really not a fan of it, yeah.
Is it because of PlayerUnknown himself, or just in general?
I mean, he lends in part to it, because, yeah, he's kind of a shitty guy. Epic Games is also kind of shitty. Apparently, their fucking customer service is just second to none in terrible.
Is it really?
Yeah, I got a story with that if you want to hear it. But like,
Go right ahead.
So Drew was trying to like hook up his fucking Twitch. Like, if you have Twitch Prime, you can get Fortnite rewards. Doesn't matter. And then he fucking hooked it up to the wrong account somehow, and he was trying to like contact him, and then like he couldn't figure out how to contact him, so he looked it up, and all he found was like 3 forums talking about how like this is how you contact them, but they haven't contacted me back in like blank amount of time, from anywhere from like 2 years to like a month. It's just like, oh, so they'll probably just never get back to you.
That kind of makes them pieces of shit, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Epic Games. And then, I personally just have never, like, PlayerUnknown, because, like...
Yeah, no, he's kind of a douche.
That, like, you try to ask him serious questions, and he either is, like, just a dick about it, or he's like, oh, we'll do this instead. I'm like, I'm popular now.
Kind of glad that game is dying off.
In favor of Fortnite.
Really has. You don't hear about it. Yeah, it is in favor of Fortnite. I don't know where it's going to go next, though. That's kind of where I'm...
I feel like Battle Royales are going to die off again soon, then.
Well, I know that... Didn't H1Z1 release the thing, though?
It did. But I don't think people...
I don't think it'll go to that, though.
To be fair, I don't think people... Because, like, it's not everyone is in their own car shooting the shit out of each other. It's 4 people in one car, and that seems just like a clusterfuck.
It'd be fun for a while, but then, yeah, the novelty wear off. I don't know.
Depending on if you're playing with friends or randos, like, I would never want to play with a rando.
I guess I don't know if there are any big multiplayer games coming out.
I know. That's kind of just like how
Just Red Dead come out
soon.
Because if they did like a GTA Online sort of Red Dead thing,
that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like Rocket League, to me, like Rocket League was like one of those games. Like I don't understand how it got so big. And
I can get that. It was really fun though.
Right.
But like at least that was like, yeah, this is like a $15 game, just sort of like an arcade game that you just fuck around in. Like PUBG and Fortnite is always just like people are like, yeah, I play this game because I, super duper competitive, want to be the best ever because I saw a streamer once.
That's stupid. See, that's what I hate.
And yeah, like I'm just playing it because it's like, oh yeah, it's fun to just fuck around sometimes, but you just can't anymore. People are so try-hard all about it.
Alrighty,
Like,
so...
I'm competitive in other games, like pretty much every game except Fortnite, because it's just like, why would I be? Like, you don't win, like, fucking 40 out of, like, 50 times. Like you just don't.
Influential BioWare writer Drew Karpyshyn has left BioWare for a second time.
The second time?
He's leaving to pursue personal projects and to work with 21st Century Fox expanding game division, Fox Next, and a new studio, Fogbank Entertainment. Fogbank is a 20-person studio in San Francisco run by another former BioWare member, Daniel Erickson, a founder of BioWare, Austin, and the Star Wars Old Republic team. He worked at BioWare for several years before leaving in 2012, and Freed left BioWare in 2012 as well. So, I mean, he's the big influencer to the game Anthem.
Oh, well, then I don't give a shit.
I thought you were excited for Anthem.
Not really.
Really? You're not the one?
No, I was the one who thought Anthem was a fucking Bethesda game.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Because I frequently confuse BioWare and Bethesda somehow. Their games, other than being predominantly RPGs, aren't similar, like, at all.
Yeah, no, not whatsoever.
Other than it's like, one of them's kind of future gunsy, one of them's kind of medieval-y.
Yeah, no, you're
It's
right.
just like, that's the only fucking thing. That's confusing.
Right, so we have some video game questions.
Alrighty.
That being said, I like BioWare.
That's good.
Not Anthem.
That's good. David Krog asks, hey, guys, do you think that the new God of War will set the stage for more within the franchise? Furthermore, how do you think this game will pan out? I'm a major God of War fan. We'll play this game over and over, but I'm wondering if there will be more after this. Okay.
If Kratos' son lives, probably.
Essentially, okay, here's the thing about God of War. Essentially, it can go on forever in the idea that the realms of gods are different astral planes, so that if Kratos can...
Not forever, but it could go on for quite a while.
For quite a while. Like, the next game he could still be facing Norse mythological gods, or the next game he could go to like a Swahilian...
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Trickster demons and stuff. No, I'm just making a point.
No,
there's actually a strong possibility that he could face the fucking Christian deity itself of God. Like, I'm not saying that's what they're going to do.
They couldn't do that.
They could, but...
Have you not played Dante's Inferno?
No.
Okay, that was a little different.
Look
that's
at who you're asking.
Quite some time ago.
Well, yeah.
Anyway, no,
the game itself is not like... The premises of the book, yes, is the game. But the gameplay where you fight a titty snake, not the same.
I know. No. Anyway, I think there will be more God of War after this, because from what I've seen, he doesn't actually fight any gods.
No,
he fights a giant, the smaller, I think trolls is what they say they are.
And the Serpent of Midgard, though.
And then it's shown, but he doesn't technically fight it. I'm assuming you do.
Like, I could even see him going to face the Egyptians god at one time.
Yeah, and I thought of that too, and that could be where they go next. But, like, I think they'll stay Norse for at least a little while.
For a game or so.
This game's gotten a lot of attention, but I swear it's been coming out for, like, fucking 3 years.
3 years. The thing about this game that makes it different from the other games is that the other games, as much as it took, like, 3 discs to compact the game in, the game itself was only 16 hours. Tops.
Yeah.
This game is apparently supposed to be 30 plus hours.
Yeah, that is right, yeah.
So it's like...
and I mean, part of that might be because they're kind of shoving this, like, you have a son angle down your throat.
So...
there might be more exposition.
Yeah, essentially...
Not fucking 16 hours worth, but...
So essentially, like, this one is definitely, like, going to be, like, comparatively to the other 3 God of War games, that major God of War games, it's going to be more story-driven. I'm already calling it. Whereas Kratos, like, in the first 3 God of Wars, is like, I'm just angry, and I'm just gonna fucking kill everybody.
That being said, I was gonna mention, like, he fights the gods because of the whole Pandora's box thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I don't know what reason he'd have to fight the Norse gods.
I don't think he's gonna fight them, though. I think that, like, he's, like, an outsider in their plane, and that, like, maybe that's not a good thing. I don't fucking know. Like, the game hasn't come out, so, like, I can't really...
Yeah, and the other thing is, I don't look... He's like, there are a few people who are like, oh, maybe you'll go on to play as his son. It's like, I don't think you will.
I don't think it's going to be a successor game. Yeah, no,
yeah,
I
don't think his son is going to carry on his legacy of murdering his way through the cosmos. But,
wouldn't that be something?
Well, the trailer did mention Thor.
If anything, I look for your fucking son to die.
Yeah, well...
And then Kratos gets all... Probably what'll happen, like, a fucking god will kill his kid and then be like, oh, fuck no, I'm killing everyone now.
I'm angry.
He just kills Loki. I just, like, honestly, there's one thing is, I really hope, like, Loki's not a main villain. It just doesn't...
Like I said, it didn't really seem like the gods had a whole lot to do with it.
Right, I think it's just the realms, the 9 realms within the Norse mythology.
They made a game, like, after they made the 3 God of Wars, where he runs around and, like, it's a prelude, where he runs around and kills all these fucking myths. Like, you know, all the Greek myths. Not the gods, it's just, you know, it's like, oh yeah, monsters. And it's like, this is before Kratos was just a fucking...
The Nemean lion and shit like that.
Yeah, and so it's kind of like this could be that, more or less.
Where he fights like Fenrir and shit like that.
Fenrir is kind of a god. So's the Midgard serpent.
It's a semantics thing, I guess.
Yeah, I mean it's like their power is with, like, they can beat gods, so I count them as equal.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, Kratos himself is a god, so the semantics of it that like he could have god tier. Like this is against semantics where we know just because you have God in your title does not mean you are equal or greater than a god, another god.
Yeah, and then the other thing is just kind of I don't know. It'll probably lead up to Ragnarok of some sort. With he'll be causing.
Brandon washed the masks.
Point is, I hope they don't go on because I like Norse mythology and I don't want them to butcher it.
Brent washed the masks. I've heard about Geralt being in, possibly coming to the new Soul Calibur. What are your thoughts and how do you feel about that? Well, it just got released that he is.
Already kind of answered that.
So I am indifferent. I don't really play The Witcher. I enjoy The Witcher for what it is.
You should play.
I do. I have beaten The Witcher. It's just I don't like. It's not a go-to game of mine. Fuck you. And also, I've also heard talk of him possibly being in the new Smash Bros. What are your thoughts? That would be stupid.
I was gonna say why.
I mean, it'd be stupid. I'd still accept it. I don't care.
Super Switch Bros.
Again, I'm just gonna main Geralt. I don't care how if he's retardedly OP or if he's
I'm going to explain to you why I think
terrible.
This,
I'll main him anyway.
I'm going to explain to you why I think this is stupid. Okay.
That is
He's not a very brawly character.
He's both a combination, but he's not a very brawly character. And the other possible thing that I hate is that people are like, there's going to be a Dark Souls character. I'm like, these characters don't really incorporate very well in a Dark Souls-esque arena? In a fucking arena Smash.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I'd still.
Then Jared Hansen asks, can a video game be too open world? Any RPGs that you're looking forward to? Unlike Eli, I am looking forward to Anthem, but I'm also looking forward to Sea of Thieves.
I'm looking forward to Sea of Thieves, and the answer is yes. Games can be too open world. No Man's Sky.
World of Warcraft.
I don't play enough to answer that question.
I mean, World of Warcraft, yeah, but...
Let me explain. When I say too open world, I mean their stories and their fucking lore is too open-ended, and it needs to not exist.
That could be anything.
Nah, that's World of Warcraft.
That could be Star Wars if you dive deep enough, but...
World of Warcraft, yeah. No, I don't dive too deep.
I bet that's worse than
I don't dive too deep into Star Wars knowing that I will hate myself after I spend...
I dive too.
I read on Revan and I spent 5 hours just trying to piece together how powerful Revan is by using context of other Sith Lords.
It's really weird.
It is very weird and it makes me very angry.
Yes, whatever. But yeah, no, they can definitely be too open-worlded. Two worlds.
Another stupid...
2 worlds 2. Too open world.
2 worlds 3.
Too much world.
Gilberto Ibarro. Our own Gil. Sad guy Gil asks.
Really hoping it's just an insult at Kia.
It's just him
You're gay.
roasting
Oh,
you.
that hurts. Now, with advances in technology and games leaning more towards 3D models, do you think we'll ever see a major game series with sprites and 2D artwork that serve as a focus rather than a retro gimmick? I will put this out there that... Shovel Knight. But people really... That was the gimmick, though, is that was a retro platformer.
Well, I feel like that'll always be a gimmick, then.
No, because with Braid and Fez, that... It had that 8-bit feel, but that wasn't what they were going for, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, but I would still look at it and be like, oh, it's 2D, that's retro, man.
Okay.
Okay,
so it's a contrary, it's just you see it and you automatically...
Yeah, you think, oh, that's an older game, yeah.
No, I can respect that, the way you said it, that's understandable. Where also I stand where Pokemon came out on the 3DS with 2D, on the DS with 2D sprites, while a lot of the other DS games were 3D, and it wasn't a gimmick, it was just part of its charm.
I mean, as I said, that's just kind of Pokemon, though. That's just always what they've had.
That's what I mean, though. So, I think Pokemon's one of those games where, I don't think anyone would be too pissed off if they would have stayed that 2D sprite formula.
And I'd even say that some turn-based strategy games could pull that off
Right.
to some extent, sort of like a Final Fantasy type
Octopath Traveler is one of those ones where I
that's
feel
a good
like
one.
that's definitely not the gimmick.
thing. Yeah, the gimmick is the whole like, you can
Choose 8 people.
Yeah, it could be 8 people. It's just like we use the 2D format. It's not the gimmick. It's just like this is cheap and we need 8
Right.
different paths. It's not very like system.
Right, and I totally understand
I
that.
don't know.
Well, so that's been them Game Boys, guys. And like we always say, if you would like, go ahead, like, subscribe, share, ask more
You say.
questions.
You say.
Eli likes to answer questions.
I like to answer questions. I'm not gonna tell people to like or subscribe.
Well, I mean, like, if you would like to.
I'm not a beggar.
This is from Kia. I'm not begging you to. It'd be nice,
He's
though.
just on his knees right now. You just can't see it.
Let you guys know that, like, 100 likes and we'll do a live video.
No, we
We
won't.
already did one where we watched Zelda.
Yeah, we have done reactions.
Also, I don't think Gil will agree to be live.
A live video
Of just us doing a podcast?
of us doing a podcast.
Wow, that'll be terrible.
We'll just
Yeah.
be
Especially if
us.
John's here. Actually, people
I-
might like it more. He does a lot of hand actions.
I was gonna say, John would probably
He
be one of
fucking
the most
lays down the law with his arms and shit while he talks.
like this.
He would make an awesome crosswalk guard.
Probably not, because he'd just be like talking. He'd be doing shit. People would be going all over the place.
He's just
Fucking
talking to
crashing
people on the
into-
street. He's just like,
Just be like, get the fuck out of my way, and the people would keep going and just crash into each other.
and he doesn't even realize it. He's just
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Thanks, guys. Have a good night.